First of all, I was calling myself trying to put on a little lipstick before you go.
You see what my lips got? Nothing.
Y'all, this beauty sitting next to me. This dear heart sitting next to me. Lady, I can't even, I have no words, but I tell you I'm fanning out. I am so fanning out. This is the beautiful, this is the talented, this is the give a book a month, Miss Monica Walters. Ma'am,
Oh goodness.
listen. We
Hey
can't
Shan, I love you too.
listen, I'm gonna need y'all to get this lady all her flowers. So if y'all please put some hearts or some roses or something in the comments. Show her how much you love her. Because when I
Oh,
tell you she took care of us at this event, tell you she took care of us at this event. The bulls, the boots, the books, the bling, the all the things. A time was had. Monica,
listen,
I'm still
I wanted to be connected. I didn't want to be that hostess that's disconnected from everything. I wanted to be hands on. I wanted to hug y'all when y'all walked in the door. I wanted to be up there in the middle of everything.
let me tell you something. When you walk in the door to give that lady the lady her your name, she is standing right there. She greeted everybody that walked through that door. Who does that? Because it don't be me.
Well, y'all didn't have to support it. You know what I'm saying? And that was my way of showing my gratitude to y'all for supporting my first event. So,
And an event it was. So let's
it
talk
really,
about it. Just a little
yes,
bit.
ma'am.
We ain't got to talk about a lot. Just a little bit. Ma'am,
Well,
let me tell you how
whew,
let me tell you how I crashed out. I blacked out at that event. Everybody got my money.
yes. Listen, I have never been to an event where nearly every author sells out. And just about all of the authors sold out. I went to my room that evening and closed myself in the bathroom and just cried because that was the ultimate way that y'all could show love to these authors that took a chance on coming to a first year event for number one, and bringing all the inventory, traveling. Some Masterpiece came from California, so that wasn't a cheap flight. So it was just the love y'all showed us. And I live in Texas, so I brought everything I could bring in my car because I drove. And for me to sell as much as I sold with all the books that I brought, I was like, oh my God, what is this? This is just, it was beautiful. It really was. It was
Let me
so
tell you
beautiful.
something. I listen. I know my friends is talking about me because I had that little Chinese shopping cart. I filled it twice. It wasn't like this. It was like this.
It was big.
I went to my
Oh,
car. Hold on. Let me see if I could I just need you to see this. Because it wasn't me alone.
no, it wasn't.
It was I
It
was
wasn't.
not alone.
You weren't. It was a
I'm
lot.
just gonna try and show you guys this picture. Y'all don't judge me. We listen and we don't judge. Or
And
we
we don't
watch
judge.
and we don't judge. I just need y'all to see the foolishness that the majority did.
Yeah,
We
right. Majority.
I was like, I want the whole catalog. If I could do the whole catalog, I got somebody's whole
Y'all
catalog
did.
2, 3, 7 times.
You did. Y'all did damage. I
Look at this foolishness. Look at this.
Yeah,
And I wasn't by myself.
wasn't. I had two people order the entire Henderson series. That is 23 books alone, just for the Hendersons. And they ordered the entire series. And I'm like, and that's not counting the B rights and all the other stuff people ordered. And I'm like, Who does that? Who buys 23 books from one author? That's just me. Not
Me.
counting who else they may have bought books
Them
from.
other
It's
people
just
from
like,
California.
I appreciate y'all. That's all I'm saying. I appreciate y'all for real.
Baby, when they say that lady went playing, she pre-ordered. Listen, Monica, let me tell you something. I was like, okay, I got to get to Monica because I got to get, I need to start my collection. I got the first 5 books. Then I said, hold on. I got to get something for my giveaway.
Oh,
Y'all better get in
Lord.
this lady catalog. Y'all talk about y'all like cowboy romances and they little street too. Y'all better get in this lady catalog. I'm just saying. Because them damn Hendersons got me.
Listen, I be telling people all the time, look here, I didn't jump on this bandwagon with Beyonce, baby. I was on there before that.
Whew.
2019, put out my first one. In 2019, my first country hood, trademarked by me, by the way. My first country hood love story in 2019. So, yeah.
So I have a
I've
question.
been, yeah.
I got a question. How do you
Uh-huh.
do it? How
Do what?
how do you first of all you write a bestseller to me? I don't care what nobody else says. It's a bestseller to me. And then you get them out like this. How do you do it?
I don't know. It's a gift. It really is. I'm full time, so this is all I do. Um, I took that leap of faith back in 2018 and was like, hey, this gonna have to do what it do. My husband was like, go ahead, I got it. And I just write. I sit at home. I'm disciplined for the most part. I pray. I do my little devotion in the morning. I get my kids to school and I sit down and I write. I treat it like my 9 to 5, basically. And I write about 5K a day, 5,000 words every day. 2 weeks, most times, 2.5 weeks, the book is done. So I don't write really, really long books. I can, but I haven't done that in a long time. But for the most part, my books be around 60 to 65,000 words. And that's it. Some be a little less, some be a little more, but just depend on how it flow.
Why everybody beautiful? I'm not saying there ain't no beautiful people in the country, but everybody. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Is it right here? Everybody is beautiful. I just want y'all to know how beautiful these people are. Is this the book box for it? No. First of all, I got two other four boxes that I don't have all my books here yet. I mailed home 4 boxes.
Woo, woo. Thank you, Jasmine.
What's wrong with me? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Thank you, Miss Tony. Actually, the Country Hood Love Stories was started by, oh, yeah, that's Kenny. It was started before the Henderson clan with Legend Simeon. He was the bull rider in the Country Hood Love Stories, 8 Seconds to Love. So that's where the Country Hood started. Country Hood Love Stories, 8 Seconds to Love. So that's where the Country Hood started. And there
And
goes
this is
Storm.
only 3 of the 8 books that I bought.
That's Storm. He the ringleader of the Country Hood Love Story.
Baby, he's the mean one, right?
Yes,
He the main one.
yes. He's the mean one. He is the only character of mine where I could be on a total something totally different, and he will pop in my head talking. No other character does that but him. I
He's
could be
saying
writing
that
a
he
book
needs to make
not
a
even
he's saying come back to me.
he know I'm coming back. Hell, I can't. They won't let me leave the Hendersons. I'm about to start book 24, so it's just like, am I ever gonna get rid of them? Probably not.
The
Probably not.
way in which you write, the care in which you take care of the cowboys, because baby, you have a knack. Not to say that you're not from the country, but I know some country people that don't write. They don't take the care that you take.
Oh.
Why?
Well,
Why
see,
is that?
my husband, I'm not from the country, actually. I'm from the city. Well, it's a small city, but I'm from Beaumont, Texas. My husband used to be a bull rider. So he gave me a lot of insight, into that world. And so that's how I learned about it, through his eyes, and through what he experienced as a bull rider, what they what's going on in their head before they get on the bull, what's going through their mind when they at the rodeos, all that. So I have to give him his little shout out, because he think his name should be on the outside of the books. But I have to give him his little shout out because he introduced me to country living, because I didn't have a clue. When I wrote my first country book, I had never been to a rodeo.
Really?
I had never been to a rodeo, but it was just through him that I was able to write it. I did all my research through him. So when he was riding bulls, we weren't together. So when we met, he was still riding horses and whatnot, but he didn't take me to the rodeo because he thought I just wouldn't like it. And so when I took an interest in it, or showed him that I had somewhat of an interest in it, then we went. But he wouldn't take me.
So to share that with us, the reader, especially I'm from California. Not that I'm not foreign to country living because I lived in Louisiana for a long time and I lived in Arkansas
Hmm.
for a good period of time. So my grandparents had a farm. I'm used to the cows and the horses and the pigs. We had a big old pond with the perch and the bass. I think we had perch, bass, trout, and gar and catfish. I'm
Hmm.
used to it, but it's a culture shock for others. But when I tell you, I enjoyed that damn rodeo.
Oh, thank you. Well, listen, I wanted to introduce people to what country hood really was, because it was all black, for number one. And you really didn't hear no country music, did you? I mean, if you did, it was a Beyonce song. Other than that, you really didn't hear country music. Not saying they don't listen to it, but it's not the the majority of what they listen to. They are just like any other black folk,
They just got
and
on cowboy boots and a hat.
they just do country stuff. They, like my husband, you would never know, looking at him, that that's what he grew up in. He was riding bulls as a kid, so you would never know that, because he don't walk around with a cowboy hat on. He don't walk around with boots on and stuff like that. Unless you came to our house, then you'd be like, oh dang, they live in a country. They live back in the sticks. Other than that, you wouldn't know, because he don't, I don't want to say showboat it, but you know what I'm saying. He don't dress what you would think a country person would dress, and a lot of them are like that. They dressed up for the rodeo, yeah, but if you see them in everyday life, you would never know that they
And
do
that's the
it. So
truth. Because why do people, when, like I was telling people I was going to the rodeo, and I said, I'm looking for a cowboy. If they can wrangle, okay, y'all know it's TMI. It's TMI time for me. Just listen and don't judge. If a man can wrangle a cow, a bull, whatever, a horse, if he can wrangle it, he can wrangle me. Because I'm not a small girl.
listen, look, my husband used to steer wrestle too. That's what you're talking about. When they fall off the horse and flip it. Yeah. He used to do that too. Talking about he finna get back into that. Like, sir, that you passed the age limit on that. Just let it go. But yeah, he used to do that too. So
So, but
yeah.
that's the only thing I did. I didn't care about them jumping off the cat off the horse and getting the calf. I didn't like when that cat tied up the calf's legs. That listen, that won't be out. That was I was like, I don't like it. Darrell was in there with me. I was like, I don't like this part. Because the
I
cat
liked
was
all
just
of
laying there
it.
like, okay. I was like,
He
listen.
couldn't move. He was tied up. He couldn't move. My favorite was the relay, the
Yes.
rodeo.
Yes.
It's
No.
exciting.
It was the babies on the land. On was it lambs?
Oh yeah,
Oh, it was the
yeah. So
babies for
the sheep.
me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
They
loved
good.
it. So
Last year it was a little boy. He was just holding on, baby. He had done slid under the sheep, and he was still holding on to that thing.
he said, "You listen. I'm gonna hold on for as long as I can."
Yeah, you're not getting rid of me, baby.
So
Yeah.
probably minds want to know: is this the last event? Because somebody I had a few. Someone said this is your last event. Somebody said you're not doing this until 2027. Somebody said that you're gonna do it next year. What's the real? Because I need to be there.
Okay. So originally I said it was one and done. That I wasn't doing it because I'm tired. It's a lot of work, and it was just too much. And then I was like, well, if I do it, I'm gonna need this, that, and the other, and it won't be next year. And so then my husband was like, we got to do it again. So I announced that it will come back in 2027.
Because I will be there. Listen, I done
It
my
will
whole
be.
book club. You know them heifers gonna be there.
We got a lot of work to do to be able to assure we can get the space that we need because it was a lot of roadblocks. If I wouldn't have got the space that we did have, I'd have had to cancel the whole event.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it was just like this was our last resort because they were either ignoring us or turning us away. So it was just like, y'all scared because we all black? Is that what it is? So it was weird because it was like they would be really friendly in my face and tell me, oh yeah, y'all could do this, that, and the other. And then when I get home and, look at ticket sales, see how much space we need and call back to make a deposit, they wouldn't respond to me. Or
I'm
or
gonna
if
make a
they did
suggestion
respond, they
for
would
you.
tell me it was rented out.
I'm gonna
And
make a
so
suggestion
it
for
was
you.
like,
Just know I got a suggestion for you. Because we gonna make this happen.
oh, we're gonna make it happen. I just wanted it to be in Mesquite so everything would be close. So now we're looking at Balch Springs, which is only like 10 minutes away. They have a civic center and just other surrounding areas. If the further out we go though, then I would need to feel responsible for shuttling people because I do not want anybody to have to Uber for 30 minutes to go to the rodeo or 40 minutes to go to the rodeo when traffic is already bad. That's why I put it there to where and recommended the hotels I did so you could possibly walk to the rodeo and not have to deal with that traffic. So that's the only thing. I'm just hoping we could do Balch Springs. If we can, then I won't have to worry about a shuttle because guess what? If I got shuttles, the ticket price got to go up for me to be able to afford those shuttles or buses or whatever we have to get. So that's why I'm trying to stay close. It's easy to Uber for 10 minutes versus 40 minutes.
Well, we didn't
So,
have no problems because we had rented a car and we stayed in East Dallas, right, Darrell? I think we stayed in East Dallas.
okay, y'all rented a car though. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, we all adults. Y'all responsible for getting to where y'all need to get to. We got there.
I know. I'm a considerate person and I try to think about how I would feel in certain situations. And so I try to be as accommodating as possible. But you just have to follow instructions. So, I try to be as accommodating as I can. So if I'm gonna have the event and it's that far away, then I'm gonna have to provide transportation because if it was me, I wouldn't want to Uber that far. And I'd be like, okay, I'm just not going to go to the rodeo. That would be me. So, yeah. So I'm trying to get it as close as possible. And of course, I can't make anything concrete until a year out. So, but at least I could go and look and see what our options are.
But
Because I live
whatever
five
health,
hours away. So, what our options are.
but
Because I live
whatever
5 hours away. So,
whatever
yeah,
help
I'm
you
5 hours
need,
from
just say, hey Nicole, hey, Hey, I need some help. I'm at your mercy, ma'am.
Thank you. I keep telling, a lottery is like, I'll help you and I'll help you. I guess it's not that I'm independent or that, I mean, I don't trust a lot of people, but that's not the reason. It's more of like, you're paying to be there. I don't even feel right asking you to help me for something that you paid to be at. So again, I always think about me. If I paid to be there, I just want to come in and sit down.
I'm
Don't
whatever
put
you
me to
need.
work.
I'm
Look,
with
don't put me
whatever
to
you
work if
need.
I paid. So yeah, that's how my mind works. So why you didn't ask for help? That's why, because I don't want y'all to have to work after you done paid to be there. So, I mean, I have, some designated people, to help me that did not pay to be there, just because they're helping me. And, it was our first time. So, yeah, there were some hiccups, but I think a lot of those hiccups had a lot to do with the space. We did not have a lot of space to operate in. And so everything was just cluttered. It looked cluttered to me. It was just like everything was on top of each other, so it was hard to maneuver that way in the front. The desk was only fit for one person, so that made it tough. So yeah, I'm looking, going through everything and taking all that into account. Okay, this can't happen again. This can't happen again. This can't happen again. And then I'm like, okay, maybe we need to get servers so they don't have to fix their own food, because then they fixing food for 5 people on one plate. So and then we running out of food. So it's just like, okay, I'm taking everything into account, everything that happened. Some things I can fix, some things I can't. Some things is just on y'all to follow instructions. And I say y'all as a collective, not,
Oh, I'm not worried.
but
I'm not worried because I did what you told me to do.
yeah. So I mean, I had done been there, so I knew the traffic was bad. So that I was like, get there at 6. It was still traffic at 6, but it wasn't as bad as it
Right.
got later on. So when I tell you do something, it's because I know. But it is what it is. So
I just
yeah,
want
but
you
we're
to
gonna do it
know.
again.
You I just want you to know the collective had a time. Us
That's why I
folks
was
from
saying I was
California,
so grateful.
oh no, we had a
Uh,
time, honey. I had my boots on, I
yes,
had my cowboy hat, I even bought a belt.
yes, yes, yes. It was people. Y'all from California. I had a reader come from London and Puerto Rico and Canada. It was beautiful. It really was. It was beautiful. And even though my feet was killing me, and I was tired or whatever, after, sitting there because I rested the rest of the next week. I didn't do nothing. Absolutely
As
nothing.
you shouldn't
And
have.
and I was just like, it took us a little while to recoup, but I was just like, I think it was worth it. It was worth it. To see how much fun everybody had. It was worth it.
So can we talk
So,
about this author list that you had? These authors that showed up.
oh yeah, baby, did they show up for me or what? Because I was screaming when I asked somebody to be there, and they said yeah. I was like, what? Yeah,
Ma'am,
yeah.
it was a banger after banger. Let me tell you something. When I was waiting in that line for Jacquel, it was mailed out right here. And I'm mad I didn't get the picture. I'm mad I didn't get the picture. It was Alexandria House right here.
Alexandria House.
It was NTT Lord Fleet right here. I have blacked out
Jessica Watkins was right in that area
right
too, I
here.
believe.
And then
Yeah.
you had
Kay
Esteban
Renee.
on the other side of NDT Northfleet. Let me tell you something, people. I blacked out waiting in the line to get my pre-order. That I still ordered some more books.
Yeah.
When I tell you
It was some
everybody was gracious.
it was some heavy hitters there. And I told Brandon, I said, my God, I don't think I've ever seen an event with this many heavy hitters in one spot. And that's why I was just so grateful, because I told them, I said, y'all helped make this event what it was. I mean, for y'all to be in attendance, that's what got all these readers out. Because they're like, wait a minute. You got Alexandria House, B Love, Casey Mills, K Renee, Jessica Watkins, Jacquel, all these people. Essie Vaughn, all these people in one spot, So it's just like, yeah, they all said yes. They did. I had a couple like, no, I can't do it, and that was okay, you know, and I just moved on. We went to the next and to the next. But I mean, even authors um that felt like they weren't on that level, because baby, I don't feel like I'm on that level with Jaquel and Kay Renee and
Stop
Jessica and
playing.
all them. And I'm not. And they sold out too, because readers were like, okay, they here. I'm gonna take a chance and I'm gonna buy some books from you. I don't even know you, but I'm gonna buy some books from you. And they were selling out too. And I'm like, look, I told my husband, he don't know a lot of them, but I was like, just about half of these women in here are publishers. I mean, Misha Mish, Essie Vaughn, Kay Renee, B Love, Casey Mills, all those ladies are publishers. They're publishing other authors. And I'm like, oh my God, how did we do this?
You know why
So
they did it? Because they love
glory
you.
to God. Well, glory to God.
They love you. It's you. They said, okay, we got to show up for our sister. And the author said, we got to show up for this lady because let me tell you something. Her books are fire. And I don't know why you don't think that you're not on a level.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I don't doubt my abilities. I don't. I'm a very confident person when it comes to my books. Yes, I do think my books are bomb. I think my books are fire, whatever. However, their platforms are larger than mine. Their readerships are larger than mine. So that's why I say I'm not on their level. Their readerships are much larger than mine.
It's all right.
So
I bet
yeah,
your
that's what I
platform has grown.
mean. I don't know. We're
It's
gonna
got
find
to.
out.
It's got to. It's got to.
Yeah.
Because listen, if you weren't a fan before, I bet you're a fan now. I'm telling y'all readers, listen, y'all hear me? Y'all see me? Y'all better get this lady catalog. Because I'm about to fill it up. The next go round, oh, I'm gonna have her whole catalog. I promise you that. Y'all know I don't be playing
Baby,
about my books.
listen, you're gonna make me rich if you do, because I got 105 now.
All right, so I got 100. I got 97 to go, and I'm gonna get them. And I'm gonna get them. And I'm going to get them. Trust and believe. It's gonna be a whole Monica Walters catalog. Trust me.
Oh, child, I appreciate you.
Listen,
I
Darrell
do.
says she working on it too. We not playing. We're not playing with these
Thank you,
people.
Darrell. Thank you, Darrell, girl. Thank you.
So let me just share a little story, and then we gonna get to some of these questions. So when I walk in, I sign in, and I get there, and so when I finally get a chance to talk to you, I said, "Hi, I'm the cover book to piece." You was like, "God, you could have told me that a long time ago."
I don't be knowing real names. I know what you on social media as. So you like booked and busy. Then I was like, oh yeah, yeah, come here. I did the same thing to Sift and Read a couple of years ago when I met them. They were like, oh, I'm Sarita and I'm Nikki. I was like, oh, nice to meet you. And they was like, we're Sift and Read. And then I started screaming, and they started screaming with me. And ever since then, my husband been calling us the chipmunks. Cause y'all sounded like a bunch of chipmunks, all that screaming.
It don't
But
matter.
I
It
don't
don't
be
matter.
knowing real names.
It's all right. It's all right. So let's get into some of these questions. So, ma'am, I know you got a husband, but in this book world, in these urban country streets, who is your book husband out of your catalog? Who's your book boyfriend? And who you sliding with?
Oh, oh my God. Oh, there's so many of them.
You can pick whoever you
Okay,
want to.
so this is not a country book, but he was earlier in my catalog. He's uh, Ryan Jr. Ryan Charles Jr. He's the Revelations of Ryan Jr. He was my first character that was very, very, very multifaceted. So he was a PK, but he was also a thug in a whole gang, and but he was a comedian too. So it was dependent on who you were, which side of him you got. And he really did not know how to love a woman until he met the right woman. And I don't know what it was about him, but I just loved him. He was so rough. And it was like he could do whatever. He literally choked one woman out, and I still loved him. I mean, yeah, she did him wrong, but still, he
Okay.
put his hands on her. Yeah, and I still loved it. And the readers, the ones that read the book, still loved him too. So it was weird. But yeah, he's probably my book husband.
Okay.
The boyfriend. Hmm. Probably Colson, from The Best You Ever Had. He was older. He was like 51, but he was a reform thug turned businessman, and he was very tender and loving until you crossed him, and then his thug came out. So he would be my book boyfriend. Now, who I'm going to slide with? Probably Jasper from the Hendersons. I mean, Jasper probably could have claimed any spot because I just love him. Out of all the Henderson men, I think he's my favorite.
Okay.
And so, yeah, out of them. And then, a lot of my readers would skip over to the B Rights and choose Ali, but I have a lot of them, and they change daily. So today, that's the three that I'm gonna go with.
All right. All right. All right. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Is there a character in your book that you is most like you? And what book it is? What
Yes.
character and what book it is it? I can't talk.
Is Next Lifetime. Her name was Nelsandra in the book, but a lot of what went on in that book are true events, from my life, um, and my husband. The only thing, of course, that is different is that she ended up with somebody else. I stayed with my husband. So that's the only thing that's different. But as far as all her health issues and the arguments with her spouse, all of those are real. And so it was kind of me. And it's actually another book too, in the Hendersons, Healing for My Soul. Um, what book was that? 20, 18, 19? I don't know, one of them. It was in the second generation. The female character, my dad had passed away, and so it was a lot of drama with that. And so all of that was her. So
Okay.
yeah, that was kind of me too. Yeah, those two books.
Wow. Hmm.
Mhm. That's how I get my therapy. It's in a book.
It's writing. It's cathartic.
Hmm. I'll
Even
put
when you be
whatever I'm
like
going
mad,
through
hubby,
sometimes.
you be like, okay, I'm gonna write about
Yeah,
this.
and that's what happened in Next Lifetime.
Does he be
Yeah,
like, why you gotta put our business out the street like that?
he don't know. He don't read, so he don't be knowing what's in it. He don't read. He's never read any of my books.
Really? But
Really,
he said
he's never.
if that's what you want to do, then do that.
Yeah, he supports in other ways. He don't read them.
Okay.
He's not a reader, and even though he loved me, he still ain't gonna read them. Look, he might, if he watching this, he might read it now.
I'm screaming. That's all right, as long as he's supporting in some type of way. That is
Yes, he
funny.
does.
When you first wrote your first book and you saw your name on the title, on the cover, what was that feeling like?
Um, I don't know. I didn't. How people always say celebrate yourself or whatever. I'm not that person. It was just like, okay, yeah, I did it. On to the next thing. or on to the next one. It was, I can't even say that it was like, oh my God, I wrote a book. It wasn't even like that. I was just like, oh, okay, and it wasn't in paperback at first. It was just, an ebook, an ebook. So I was just like, oh, okay, that, yeah, I got one on there. So it was very nonchalant, very nonchalant.
I'm gonna need you to celebrate yourself. But again, hey, don't come for me in the comments because I know some of y'all be like, see, you be getting what you getting.
Hmm.
Y'all hush. All right. Is it difficult to do book covers?
I got a book cover extraordinaire designer, so no. I don't try to tackle that myself because that's not my ministry. So Aisha Bree does my book covers, and long as we gel, she gets it right. I don't even really tell her what I want. I just describe what the story about, and she come up with something. And most times I like it.
Okay.
That's that. The end. I mean, I'm not hard to please either, so that helps. But um yeah, she listened to what the story about. I sent her my character inspiration, what he looked like. That's it.
Okay. I like that. Um, what are the ingredients to a good hood country story?
I mean, it could be so many. Um, Obviously, if it's country, it got to be something country about it. So he needs to either live in a rural area, or his family is from a rural area, or he needs to be involved in rural things like rodeoing or farming or something like that. He has to have a soft side. Um, like when you hear a country song, sometimes and they tell a story, it just sounds really soft. He got to have that side, not to show everybody, but he definitely have to have that side, with his lady.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same as any hood romance. I mean, you want him to be soft with his woman. He has to be assertive, and he has to be a hard worker because country dudes are hard workers. It take a lot of work to farm and tend to animals and all that. That's hard work. That's manual labor. He got to be a hard worker. So yeah, basically that's it. I mean, family most times is important too. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, what's the one thing that you will always include in your books?
Romance. Somebody gonna fall in love with somebody. Always. No matter what subgenre it is. Um, Even I did a romantic suspense, but I realized you can't tell people that. You can't tell them, oh, I don't read romantic suspense. Baby, most of my books are romantic suspense. I just don't label them as that. So you can't put a label on it. Or I'll put an urban erotica. All of my books got urban and erotica in them. But if you label it, people are like, oh, I don't read that. Yes, you do. You just don't know you read it. So it's always gonna have some love in it though. It's always gonna be love in any book.
I love it because you was like, yes, you do. You don't even know what you're reading, but yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you
have you
do.
have you ever considered writing something outside of the genre that you normally write in?
Nope. Nope. I have a deep love for romance. I don't really have a love for any other genre. So I'm not gonna write about something I don't love or have a passion for. It could be a different subgenre of romance. Like I said, I did a romantic suspense. That was cool. But I always include elements of that sometimes in my books anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I include urban teens in my books. I include erotic things in my books. So, I kind of fuse genres in my books, but it's gonna always be romance. I don't really have a desire to do anything, write anything else. Not right now anyway.
Okay. Um, Are character names hard for you? Because I noticed like Jasper is not a common name in the inner city unless you down south.
I just got it from the Isley brothers. You know
I'm
that dude
sorry.
named was Jasper.
Monica! I'm sorry.
I mean, I I associate a lot with music, so I get character names from music. I get book titles from music. So it's just, I mean,
Oh my god. I wasn't
oh
expecting
Lordy.
the Isley brothers.
Isley Brothers. Remember they were Isley, Jasper Isley,
I,
or something like that. Yeah, when they did Caravan of Love, I think, or
oh,
yeah.
I'm, I'm sorry, but
Mm.
I needed that laugh. Apparently, I needed that. I love it. I love it. Um, are you an outliner or do you just write free? You just free
I'm a
write.
free. I free write. I free
Okay.
write. I'm the type I don't like double working myself. And so like I did an outline before and it didn't work out because the story ended up going a totally different way. So I felt like I did all that work for nothing. So I just free write. Now I'll write down like particulars, like about the character, stuff like that. I'll write that stuff down. But as far as what happens in the story, when y'all be surprised, I'll be surprised too when I'm writing it.
That was my next question. Are you ever surprised by what you write?
I'll type it and I'll be like, oh, it's like just like y'all be doing when y'all reading it. That's how I be doing too.
I'm screaming, screaming. Um, are you an emotional writer? Like if the story is sad, you shedding tears. If it's funny, you're laughing. Are you one of those type of writers?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Like if the character is feeling low about something, it's like I have a sinking feeling in my chest when I'm writing that. My heart feels heavy just like theirs. And that's what I love about writing in first person because I typically insert myself into those situations so I can feel what I think they would be feeling. And it helps me describe it better.
Okay. Um, what would your readers be shocked to know about you?
That I'm not an avid reader.
That doesn't shock me.
I'll give you another one. I can't type.
Are you serious?
Serious. I peck. I'm a fast pecker.
Really? Okay. That might shock me. That shocks me. Okay. Um, what are three things that you must have in order to write?
Gum, water, and music.
Okay. The music that you're playing, what kind of music is it that you love to listen to?
I love R&B, but most times when I'm listening to music, it's a playlist I already put together that's based on what I want to write.
Okay.
So I have a playlist for every book, and it gets me in the vibe of the book, the
Hmm.
story that I want to write. Whether it's just a certain scene or whatever, I put those songs in a playlist for that book, and I listen to it over and over until I done got tired of that playlist. That make me want to finish that book even quicker.
Okay.
So yeah.
I like that. I like that. How is it difficult to balance your writing and home life?
Not anymore. It was at first. When I first started doing it full time, it was difficult because I wasn't used to putting out so frequently. So my husband thought because I was at home, I could do other things. I could do more at home. It was like, no, I'm working, so it was difficult. Now, not so much because it's habit, and when it becomes habit, it becomes a little easier. And so it's not as hard on me to write 5,000 words in a day like
Is
it used
it
to be.
is it harder on the family when you like, okay, I gotta get these 5,000 words in? Not anymore.
No, no. It was never hard on my girls. They go to their rooms and they done. It was my husband that it was difficult for because guess who not sitting down watching TV with him? Me. So it was a little more difficult for him because it took away time from him, but now he's used to it too. So it don't bother
Okay. What's too far in a book for you? What would you never write because it's just too far?
him. Bestiality,
Okay.
which is a character having relations with an animal. I will never do that. Ever.
Okay.
Ever.
I won't write that either.
Ever. Ever.
Oh Lord.
Ever. It's just so nasty to me.
Is that's
Ever.
gross. That is gross. But I understand that some people of a different culture may do something like that.
Yes, they do. I can't.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No.
Even if he a werewolf, I still can't do it.
But okay, so let me ask you a question. So in paranormal, could you read that? Could you?
I could read it, but I can't write it.
Mm,
I can skirt around it, like, but he won't be an animal. He'll be like an angel or something like that.
mm-hmm.
But as far as reading it, I can read it if it's not too bad, if it don't go too far. But writing it, mm-mm.
Okay.
That's not my ministry.
Do you have to have a working title or visuals in order to write?
Visuals, yes. It helps me to describe what, to get in my head what this person looks like. More title. Most times I don't come up with the title to the end because I don't know how the story gonna go. So
Okay.
I'll usually do the title at the end. Every now and then I'll come up with it at the beginning, but for the most part, it's at the end.
Um, if okay, since you have over 100 books, can you describe your idea of a great American novel, and have you written anything to fit that description?
No, I ain't never wrote nothing to fit that description. Well, it depends on what you describe a great American novel
No, what's your
as.
idea of it, and have you written something?
I don't know. I'm not really feeling America right now, so it's kind of
It's
hard to
not what
say.
it's not what they think, it's what you think.
So I say I'm not feeling America right now. I don't think I've written one because, well, it's one book where I tackle a lot of issues, real issues of things that go on in our country. Um, but for the most part, I don't think I've written it. Um, to me, a great American novel represents what a demographic or a person of a different culture experiences in that country. That's what it means to me. That may not be the definition of it, but that's how I look at it. Um, and so I can't write that from any other perspective but from a black perspective. So I don't think I've written it.
I feel a little differently. I feel like there are so many authors in the indie space, some published, some traditional, some not, that have written a great American novel. One of my favorites is The American Marriage. I feel like that's a great American novel. I feel like Demon's Dream is a great American novel. Um,
I believe other authors may have written one. I know. I don't think I have.
I want to believe that you have, but I'm gonna keep reading your catalog because I still got a little ways to go. I'm still in the middle of the Hennessy's.
Oh Lord, I don't think I have.
Do you desire to?
Not really. I don't know. It just depends on what comes out. It's I don't really plan a lot of things. It just happens. So if it comes out, it comes out. It's not something that I'm just like, oh, I gotta write a great American novel. No, it's not like
Okay. Um, can you describe yourself in one word?
that. No, I'm so many things. Um, I guess I'll go with. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna go with.
I got a word. A word. You might not agree
I'm
with
let.
me. You might not agree with me, but this is my word for you. Sweet.
I don't agree with you, but
I do.
I can
I'm
be.
just saying you
Maybe I
can
can
be,
be.
but I'm just saying the care in which you took care of all of us, all of the the hundreds of readers and the authors, the care. You were so sweet to us.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know. I can be extremely petty. I can be mean. Ask my husband.
So multifaceted.
Possibly. Um, I don't even want to say multifaceted because I have to be pushed to be other things, if that makes sense.
It makes sense.
I can be it. I can be it, but I gotta have uh somebody push me in that direction. Now I am naturally petty. I am naturally petty. I am
I can't
naturally.
imagine that.
I'm naturally sweet. You can't.
Listen, AA said caring, authentic, generous, God fearing.
Oh, thank you, AA. That's my
And Darrell
beautiful
said and
brother.
warm.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
See,
what
y'all
you what
only
we
got
see,
is
but
y'all don't see the whole Monica Walters.
she said that's the Capricorn in you.
It is. It is. I'm naturally sweet until I'm not.
That's fair. Because I'm naturally nice
That's me.
until I turn petty. And then when I get petty, then I
Oh,
get
I'm
crazy.
petty even when I'm nice.
I would have never thought. I would have never thought.
My husband has surgery. My husband has surgery today. And I posted a picture in my readers group of him knocked out after his surgery, simply because he did it to me 2 years ago.
I'm not I have listen. That's a long ass beef, Monica.
I don't forget. Yeah, I don't forget. Payback will come eventually, and I will exact my revenge when the opportunity arises.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming. All right, I got some easy questions for you. I think they're easy. Name
Okay.
something everybody loves but you hate.
People. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't hate people.
I
I
do.
don't
But
know. I don't hate them. I dislike them a lot, but I don't hate them. I don't know. I don't know.
that's a fair question. People is fine. That's a good answer. because sometimes people take it too damn far. Instead of just playing your role,
They they do.
just be cool.
Yeah.
Um, blank is life. Fill in the blank,
Blank is life.
and it can be anything at all.
Love. Loving is life.
My pen is.
Fire.
I got you. I got you. What hates to see you coming?
The devil. I'm gonna
Stump
fight
'em.
to the
Stump
bitter
'em.
end, baby.
Listen,
He under my
he
feet.
better hate to see you coming. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if you could invite, this is my favorite question. If you could invite five authors, dead or alive, to dinner, who would you invite?
Eric Jerome Dickey, Zane, Brenda Jackson.
Ooh.
You said five?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I said those are my top three because those are the people I drew inspiration from in my journey as an author. Um, Be Love, although I've had dinner with her before. Um, who else? See now you're gonna get me in trouble. So it got to be somebody, probably Iris Bowling, just because she was just so sweet.
Okay.
I can't name I can't name any of my indie brothers and sisters because you're gonna get me in trouble if I just pick one. I can pick Be Love because I used to be signed to her. So yeah.
So there you have it. Ready to pop your shit, ma'am?
Oh, I get to do that. Okay,
You get to
cool.
pop your shit. Here we go. Pull on that collar just like that.
Boop, boop.
All right. How many more projects do you anticipate in releasing in 2026? I mean 2025, I'm sorry.
I was about to say 26, girl. 25. What we in? We in March, about to be in April. So hopefully about six or seven more.
Okay. And
After the one that's coming in April, because I have one coming in April. So six or seven more after that one.
so set. Okay, 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 okay. Are you planning on coming outside after your event? Are you going to be at any other events?
I'm gonna be everywhere. So I'll be in Houston at the end of April. I'll be in Houston again at the beginning of May. I'll be in Atlanta end of May, beginning of June.
Is
Atlanta
that Indie
again,
Love?
middle of the Black Romance Book Fest
Mm-hmm.
first, then Indie Love, and then the Literary Gems Awards in July. All three Atlantas back to back to back. And then North Carolina for the house party at Alexandria's house party. That's in July. New York in August for Behind the Pen. South Carolina for Southern Hearts in October, and possibly Canada for Raw in November. Yeah,
Man, I don't know. You're not
so
playing with us, huh?
I'm gonna be everywhere. Y'all better take advantage this year because next year I'm not doing all them events again. That's a lot. It's a lot. I did it last year and I'm doing it this year. Matter of fact, I think I did it the year before that too. And it's a lot. It's a lot. So next year I'm probably gonna do about three, and that's it.
Okay. Uh, where can your readers or new readers find you? What social sites are you on, and what's your website?
My website is authormonicawalters.com. They can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Author Monica Walters, um, TikTok, obviously. I think I'm Author Monica Walters on here too. Uh, I'm on the Twitter. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on there. The X. It's Mon L. Walters over there. Yeah. And then on Facebook I have my private readers group where we just that's why I post pictures of my husband and talk personal stuff in there. Monica's romantic sweet spot. They get all the foolery and the shenanigans. They know I'm petty.
I'm hollering. Um,
Yeah.
Final question. What advice would you give new authors or just authors in general? Let's just do that.
Okay. Be sure that it's what you want to do. And if it's what you want to do, then stick to it no matter what adversities come up, no matter what nobody say. You continuously perfect your craft and go for what you want. The end.
Amen.
Be disciplined and get to it.
Get to it.
Yeah.
Listen, I think she talking to me.
A lot of people, you let other people influence your decisions. And if that's not what you, if what you want and people talking bad about, if I listen to other people, I would not be an author. My daddy looked at me like I was crazy when I said I quit my job. Crazy. You hear me? Because he had no clue what the reader community was like. Matter of fact, I didn't either at the time. I just knew that was what I wanted to do. And he was,
How does your family
yeah.
feel about you just being a full time author now?
Oh, well, my dad is deceased now, but before he died, everywhere he went, he was passing out my cards. My daughter write books. My daughter write books. Make sure you have your spouse next to you though, because she write nasty books. That's what he was saying. I don't read them because I can't imagine my daughter talking like that, but you can read them. He was in and out the hospitals, passing my cards to nurses, doctors, whoever. Yeah, everybody he came in contact with, he would tell them. So yeah, he was super proud. Look, he was the one doubting in the beginning, but he was super proud toward the end. You
I love that. I love that. All right. Any shout outs before I pop my shit?
know. To my sister Brittany, she's the one that introduced me to the indie author community. So I wouldn't have never met, well, at least not at that time, Be Love and all these other folk if it wouldn't have been for her. And to my husband, of course, for standing behind me and pushing me to go for my dreams and holding the fort down while I did so, and for believing, that I could do just what I wanted to do. So that's it.
All right. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. Let me pop my shit for a second. So, uh, tomorrow we have Arthur T. Lynn on the Pop Your Shit podcast. Thursday, I hope and I pray that Elle Casey will still make her appearance. I haven't got a confirmation yet, so it may or may not be. On Friday, I have Arthur R.L. Raintree. On Sunday, I have Raintree. On Sunday, I have India T. Norfleet, the
That's
naughty
my
novelist.
girl.
Listen, when I tell you I'm blacked out at the
Nasty.
table, I said, give me 10 of those.
Look, nasty Norfleet.
Listen, give me
That's my
10 of
boo.
those. And I was serious. She was like, all
Yeah.
right. She was that her husband? I said, pack it up. She was like, pack it up.
I love me some India. She's so sweet.
And then on Monday, I have Esteban.
That's my
So,
girl too.
um, starting in April, I have Storm for the Black Girl Tired podcast. She's gonna be
Yeah, that's
my
my girl.
listen. So me and Storm, we gonna talk about some things. I don't know what the hell
I
we talk
love it.
about. We gonna talk about some things, and whatever it is, it's gonna be some things. Um,
I met her in December for the Boozy Book Tour in Houston. That was my first time meeting her in person. And
And
she's
she's a
acting all
sweetheart, even though she don't want to be, but she is. And
she is.
then the third, I have Miss Jazzy. And then on
Okay.
Friday, I have author L. Osborne. And then the following Sunday, I am off.
Hey, let's hear some shouting music for that. Off is always a good thing. Boom, boom,
So
boom, boom, boom,
yes,
boom.
I'm off. Um, so I don't know if you guys know this, but I am putting together a Napa trip for 2026. It will be Labor Day weekend, September 4th through the 6th, I believe it is. It's 3 days, uh, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, we will be in Oakland. We will be visiting Marcus bookstores. We will be doing a tour of San Francisco and Oakland for those that want to see a raggedy ass Oakland. Don't say nothing. Don't listen. We don't judge. Saturday, we will be in the countryside of Napa, drinking up all the wine. And then on
All the
Sunday, we will be downtown Napa. So that will be 2026. We are working on hotel accommodations and we will be letting you know everything September 1st of 2025. Uh 2027, we have an event for all authors, no matter the genre, no matter the author, but it's for us. Just know it's for us. That I'm working on. I will have more details. More details coming up in September. All right. But that
okay.
will be also Labor Day weekend of 2027. So please save the date. Um, all I know, all I can tell you is that will be hosted in Reno, Nevada. So just know that.
Oh,
Um, what else? My website is up. Link is in my bio. I have merch. I have t-shirts. I have coffee cups, and I have hoodies. So if y'all haven't seen my merch, this is what it looks like. All right.
oh, that's cute.
So it is pop your shit sweatshirts and hoodies. So that information is in my bio. I don't know if any of you know that I now have my own PR team. I have
Okay,
several
girl.
clients, Storm being one of them, author Cherise C. Carr being another one of them, Natalie from the Urban Tea Room as another one of them, and author Ty Lee, not author, because she needs to be an author, editor Ty Lee,
Uh,
marked by Ty Lee, she's another one. Um, and I'm working on the Boozy Book Tour.
woo.
So just know that information is up. I will be having, I will be doing ARCs. I'll be sending out ARCs for Cherise C. Carr. Um, and you'll be getting a bi-weekly newsletter, I believe it is. I think that's what we agreed to, of all the things that's coming up. So just watch out for my website because you'll see new information on there. Uh, I am on YouTube. This video will end up on YouTube hopefully by Sunday. All videos will be updated by Sunday. The more you subscribe, and once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I can then monetize so I can do additional things for this book community. So make sure that you like and subscribe to the Booked and Busy YouTube channel. The link is also in my bio. And then that's it. That's all I got today. That's all I got. Oh, I will be at the Boozy Book Tour in Chicago for sure, and possibly in Orlando. So I'll be there if you guys want to meet
Wow.
me. So that's it.
Okay.
So, ma'am, thank you so much
That's
for coming
it.
on. I appreciate you, all that
Thank
you
you
do
for
for this
having
community.
me. Thank
Ma'am,
you for
take care of
having
your
me.
husband. Stop posting pictures.
I'm gonna take care of him. He got that nerve block right now, so he good. When that nerve block wear off, the real games will begin.
Oh Lord. I'm hollering. Thank you so much. I am looking
Me
forward
too.
to part the second uh 4Bs.
Boogie.
It's needed.
Yes, yes. Okay, we
And
gonna
can
do
we
it.
do a trail ride? Is there somebody I need to go on a trail ride? No.
It's too many sanctions and laws and all kind of foolery. You have to hoops you have to jump through to do that.
Really?
Yeah,
Dog it. I was trying to go next.
especially now with all the issues that they're having with trail rides because it ain't just country folk going to trail rides no more. It's thugs going to trail rides that's shooting up place and causing all kind of trouble. So y'all see
Really?
folk just made it bad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. But no, they
Well,
are having those issues though.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
need y'all to
So
stop.
it's
We trying to enjoy life.
yeah, people be doing too much.
I always be besting up good stuff for us. Cause I was trying to get out there and put my boots on the ground with my fan because I'm gonna finally learn this dance.
I'm not. I'm not even finna lie and say I am gonna try because I'm not. I'm not going.
All right, Miss Ma'am, you go enjoy your evening. I appreciate you.
All right.
This
I
will not be
appreciate
the
you.
last time you're on here.
Just hit me up anytime.
Thank you so much. Happy
Thank
reading,
you.
y'all.
Bye, y'all.